We've got a Prime Minister that actually thought that women could have a penis. The leader of the Lib Dems, Ed Davey, believed that women quite clearly, in his words, could have a penis. We have senior MPs like Stella Creasy of the Labour Party that believes J.K. Rowling is wrong and that women can have a penis. What happened to the world? When did it go so mad? At the end of the day, trans women are men. They are biological men, of which 95% plus still have their full tackle, their full genitalia. Why would you want these so-called trans women in the same spaces as your children, as your daughters, your wife, or your mother? There has to be boundaries. And today the UK Supreme Court ruled that trans women are not women. We all knew that. Why did it take a court ruling to bring some sanity and common sense back to this space? I lost a big media job because of my so-called problematic views on trans people, which is I believe they should be as happy and live their life how they want. Just do not go into single-sex spaces where our women and our children are going to be. How is that problematic? I hope that corporation is embarrassed now, because things are going to change and change real fast. Watch these MPs, like the ones above, start backtracking. The trans movement is forced down our children's throats. It's forced upon us at sports grounds, in the universities, in our adverts. Now look, we can't turn the telly over without there being a trans competitor or participant in a reality show now. Everything is an agenda. It's forced on us. Look, at the end of the day, men in dresses or men with makeup on are not women. Stop virtual signaling and stop lying to everyone and pretending that you're such a nice person because you defend so-called trans rights. Trans people have exactly the same rights of all of us. They just can't have more. I'm not allowed to go in and change in a women's changing area, nor should they, a biological man. Again, if I see a trans person being bullied or harassed or targeted in the street, I would stick up for that trans person, and anyone that knows me knows I would. But at the end of the day, there needs to be boundaries for rights, women's safety, and women's dignity. Even in things like women's sports. Come on, how have we got 6'4" people, men, swimming against women and cleaning up, breaking records? Come on, fairness, safety and dignity must return for women. And I think today's judgment in the court